find us through our YouTube page at Injili ya Milele Yeshua, and also at Messianic Navar Show on YouTube. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and make sure you watch. Then even if you have a question, you can also ask there, and we'll be much happy to answer you, just like the scripture says. You can also find us on Facebook at Messianic Navar Show, at Victor Kiru, also at Yahweh Sacred Assembly. We see you there, making and liking, also follow you, be much humbled, and Yahweh richly bless you. Once again, let me also invite my brother to give a greet you, so that we may start on the book of Joshua, chapter number 1, as for today. Thank you.
Shalom once again, brothers, from all over the world. And again, I'm Hezron Evans, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to Injili ya Milele Yeshua Messiah. And also don't forget to subscribe, and you can tell us where you're watching us from. Today, this is the journey through the scriptures since the day that we began. And now today we are in the book of Joshua, the 6th book of the scriptures. So the Torah is down from Bereshit, Shemot, Waikra, and also as well as the Midbar, and finally Devarim. Today, Yahweh is willing, we are going to be done with the book of Joshua, at where Yahweh we want us to be. So we take this opportunity to welcome all of you, so that you bear with us until we finish. And may Yahweh do you good, and may also you will tell us that where you're watching us from. And ours is that we invite you to subscribe to our channel, and so that we may have a huge number of people from the whole world, wherever they will hear this message of Yeshua Messiah to the whole world. What we can say is that you are with us, and may Yahweh do you good and bless you, and also continue in the favor of Yahweh. Shalom, peace, and love as we continue, as we begin the book of Joshua. So I give it back to my brother, Hezron Evans, through Injili ya Milele Yeshua Messiah. And also you can find us to Messianic Davar, also as well as YouTube. That is Messianic Davar Show, and Facebook channels. You may find us in Yahweh Sacred Assembly, and also at Victor Kiru, Hezron Evans, and at Happy Zach, and also at Steiner Zach, and may Yahweh bless you and do you good. So back to you, my brother Zachariah.
Thank you. Now, in the book of Joshua, Joshua chapter 1, we are going to read. Joshua chapter 1 from verse 1. And it came to be after the death of Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, that Yahweh spoke to Joshua son of Nun, the assistant of Moshe, saying, Moses, my servant is dead. Moshe, my servant is dead. So now arise, pass over this Jordan, you and all these people, the land which I am giving to them, the children of Israel, every place on which the sole of your foot treads, I have given you, and I spoke to Moshe from the wilderness, and this Lebanon, even as far as the great river, the river Pera, all the lands of the Hittites, the great sea towards the going down of the sun is your border. No man is going to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moshe, so I am with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous, for you are to let these people inherit the land which I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, glad to do according to all the Torah which Moshe my servant commanded you. Not turn from it right or left, so that you act wisely wherever you go. Not let this book of the Torah depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate it on day and night, so that you are glad to do according to all that is written in it. For you shall make your way prosperous and act wisely. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous, not be afraid, be discouraged, For Yahweh your Elohim is with you wherever you go. Joshua commanded the officers of the people, saying, pass through the midst of the camp and the people, saying, prepare food for yourselves, for within 3 days you are passing over this Jordan, go to possess the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you to possess. Joshua spoke to the Reubenites and to the Gadites and to the half of the tribe of Manasseh, saying, remember the word which Moses, servant of Yahweh, commanded you, saying, Yahweh your Elohim is giving you rest, and he shall give this land. Let your wives and your livestock stay in the land which Moshe gave you beyond the Jordan. But you shall pass before your brother armed, all your brave fighters, and shall help them until Yahweh, until Yahweh has given your brothers rest and as unto you. So shall they also take possession of the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving them. Then you shall return to the land of your possession, and shall possess the land. You shall possess that which Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, gave beyond the Jordan toward the rising of the sun. They answered Joshua, saying, all that you have commanded us we do, and wherever you send us we go. According to that, all that we obeyed Moshe, so we obey you. Only let Yahweh your Elohim as he had with Moshe. Whoever rebels against your command and does not obey him, does not on all whoever rebels against your command does not obey your words in all that you have command him is put to death. Only be strong and courageous. Joshua son of Nun secretly sent out 2 men from Shittim to spy, saying, go see the land of Jericho. And they went, and they came to the house of a woman, and her name was Rahab. They lay down there. But it was reported to the sovereign of Jericho, saying, see, men from the children of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land. The sovereign of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land. The woman had taken the 2 men and hid them. So she said, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. Then it came to be as the gates were being shut, when it was dark, that the men went out. I do not know where the men went. Pursue them quickly, so that you overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalk of the flour which she had laid out. The men persuaded them by the way they had the forts, and they shut the gate afterwards as soon as the pursuers set on out. And before they lay down, she came up and to them on the roof. And she said to the men, I know that Yahweh has given you the land, that the fear of Yahweh of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away because of you. For you have heard how Yahweh dried up the waters of the seas of Crete for you when you came out of Israel, what you did to the 2 sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you put under the ban. When you had our hearts melted, we had hearts melted, and there was no spirit left in anyone because of you. For Yahweh your Elohim, Shemaim above and on the earth beneath. And now, please swear to me, but Yahweh, swear to me, by Yahweh, since I have shown you kindness, that you also show kindness to my father's house, shall give me a true token, and shall spare my father and my mother, my brothers and my sisters, all that they have, shall deliver our lives from death. The men said to her, our lives for yours. If you do not expose this matter of ours, then it shall be when Yahweh has given us the land that we shall treat you with kindness and truth. So she let them down by a rope through the window, and for her house was on the city wall. She dwelt on the wall. And she said to them, go to the mountain, lest the pursuers come upon you. You shall hide there 3 days until the pursuers have returned, and afterwards go on your way. And the men said to her, we are released from this oath of yours, which you have made to us swear, unless when we come into the land, find this line of scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down. Unless you bring your father, your mother, and your brothers, and all your father's household to your own home. It shall be that everyone who goes outside the door of your house into the street, his blood is on his own head. We are not anyone who is with you in the house, his blood is on our head, our hand is laid on him. And if you expose this matter of ours, then we shall be released from your oath which you made us swear. And she said, let it be according to your word. And she sent them away, and they went, and she went, and she bound the scarlet cord in the window. So they left and came to the mountain, and stayed there 3 days until the pursuers returned. The pursuers sought them in all the way, but did not find them. The two men returned and came down from the mountain, passed over. They came to Yeshua, son of Nun, and related him all that had befallen them. They said to Yeshua, truly Yahweh has given all the land to our hands. Also, all the inhabitants of the land have melted away before us. Yeshua rose and the inhabitants of the land have melted away before us. Joshua chapter number 3. Joshua rose early in the morning, and they departed from Shittim, came to Yarden, he and all the children of Israel stayed there before they passed over. And it came to be after 3 days that the officers went into the midst of the camp. They commanded the people, saying, you see the ark of the covenant of Yahweh your Elohim, the Kohanim and the Levites bearing it, then you shall depart from your place and follow it. Only keep a distance between you and it, about 2,000 armor by measure. Not come near it, so that you know which way to go. For you have not passed over this way before. Joshua said to the people, wash yourself, for tomorrow Yahweh is doing wonders in your midst. Joshua spoke to the Kohanim, saying, take up the ark of the covenant and pass over before the people. So they took up the ark of the covenant and they went before the people. Yahweh said to Yeshua, this day I began to make you great. May you great before the eyes of the all Israel, that they know that I am with you, and as I was with Moshe. You commanded the Kohanim, bear the ark of the covenant, saying, when you come to the edge of the water of the Yarden, stand in the Yarden. Yeshua said to the children of Israel, come here, hear the word of Yahweh your Elohim. Yeshua said, by this you shall know that the living hell is in your midst, and that he is certainly driving out from before you the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Hivites and the Perizzites and the Canaanites and the Amorites and the Jebusites. See, the ark of the covenant of the earth, our master, and all of the earth is passing over before you to the Yarden. Now take for yourself 12 men from the tribe of Israel, one man from every tribe. And it shall be as soon as the soles of the feet of the Kohanim who bear the ark of Yahweh, master of all the earth, come to rest in the waters of Yarden, that the waters of the Yarden are cut off. The waters that come down from upstream and stand up as a hill. It came to be when the people departed from the tent of pass over the Yarden, the Kohanim bearing the ark of the covenant before the people. As you rose bearing the ark came to the Yarden, the feet of the Kohanim bearing the ark dipped in the edge of the water. Now the yard overflowed all its bank during all the time of the harvest. And the waters which came down from the upstream stood still and rose in a heap very far away from Adam. And the city that is beside the Seradan, the waters going down, and the waters going down into the sea of Araba, the salt sea, were completely cut off, and the people passed over opposite Jericho. The Kohanim bearing in the ark of the covenant of Yahweh stood firm on dry grounds in the midst, on a firm ground in the midst of Jordan. All Israel passed over on dry ground until all the nations completely passed over the Jordan.
Joshua chapter number 4, verse number 1. It came to be when the entire nation had completely passed over the Jordan that Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, Take for yourself 12 men from the people, one man from every tribe, and command them, saying, Take for yourself 12 stones from here, out of the midst of the Jordan, from the place where the Kohanim people stood firm, and you shall bring them with you, and reap them in the camp in which you spend the night. And Joshua called the 12 men whom he had appointed from the children of Israel, one man from every tribe. And Joshua said to them, Pass over before the ark of Yahweh, your Elohim, in the midst of Jordan, and each one of you take up a stone on his shoulder, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. And so that these shall be a sign in your midst, when your children ask in time to come, saying, What do these stones mean to you? And you shall answer them, that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, when it passed over the Jordan, and the waters of the Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be for the remembrance of the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did so, as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones from the midst of the Jordan, as Yahweh had spoken to Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and took them over with them to their camp, and laid them down there. Joshua also put up 12 stones in the midst of the Jordan, the place where the feet of the Kohanim who bore the ark of the covenant stood, and they are there to this day. And the Kohanim who bore the ark of the covenant in the midst of the Jordan until every matter was finished, that Yahweh had commanded Joshua to speak to the people according to all that Moshe had commanded Joshua. And the people hastened and passed over. And it came to be, when all the people had completely passed over the ark of Yahweh, as the Kohanim passed over in the presence of the people, and the sons of Reuben, the sons of Gad, and half of the tribe of Manasseh passed over, armed before the children of Israel, as Moshe had spoken to them. About 40,000 ones of the army passed over before Yahweh for battle to the desert plains of Jericho. On that day, Yahweh made Joshua great before the eyes of Israel, and they revealed him as they had revealed Moshe all the days of Israel. And Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, Command the Kohanim who bear the ark of the witness, and let them come out from the Jordan. And Joshua commanded the Kohanim, saying, Come up from the Jordan. And it came to be, when the Kohanim bore the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, and come from the midst of the Jordan, and the source of the Kohanim still touched the dry land, that the waters of the Jordan returned to their place, and flowed over all its banks as before. And the people came up from Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and they camped in Gilgal on the eastern border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of the Jordan, Joshua put up in Gilgal. And he said to the children of Israel, saying, When your children ask your fathers in time to come, saying, What are these stones? Then you shall let your children know, saying, Israel passed over this Jordan on a dry land. For Yahweh, your Elohim, dried up the waters of the Jordan before you, until you had passed over, as Yahweh your Elohim did to the sea of reed, which he dried up before us until we had passed over. So all the peoples of the earth shall know that the hand of Yahweh, that it is strong, so that you shall revere Yahweh, your Elohim, forever. Joshua chapter number 5, verse number 1. And it came to be when of the sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan westward, and all the sovereigns of the Canaanites who were by the sea, heard that Yahweh had dried up the waters of the Jordan from before the children of Israel, until we had passed over, and all the had melted, and there was no spirit in them any longer because of the children of Israel. At that time Yahweh said to Joshua, make knives of flint for yourself, and circumcise the son of Israel again the second time. So Joshua made knives of flint of himself, and circumcised the sons of Israel at the hill of foreskins, and this is why Joshua circumcised them. And all the people who came out from Israel, who were males, and all the men of the battle, had died in the wilderness on the way after they had come out of Israel. All the people who came out of the have been circumcised. But all the people who were born in the wilderness of the way, as they came out of Israel, had not been circumcised. For the children of Israel walked 40 years into the wilderness, till all the nation, the men of the battle who came out of Israel, were consumed because they did not obey the voice of Yahweh, to whom Yahweh sought not to show them the land of which Yahweh had sworn to their fathers, that he will give us a land flowing with milk and honey. And Joshua circumcised their sons, whom he raised up in their place, for they were uncircumcised, because they had not been circumcised on the way. And it came to be, when they had completed circumcising all the nations, that they stayed in their places in the camp till they were healed. And Yahweh said to Joshua, today I have rolled away the reproach of Israel from you, so that the name of the place of the is called Gilgal to this day. The children of Israel come to in Gilgal and performed the Pesach on the 14th day, on the month at the evening, on the desert plains of Jericho. And they ate of the stored grain of the land of the morrow after the Pesach, and even bread and roasted grain of this same day. The manna ceased on the day after they had eaten the stored grain of the land. The children of Israel no longer had manna, but they ate the food of the land of Canaan that year. And it came to be, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted his eyes and saw a man standing opposite him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said to him, are you for us or for our adversaries? And he said, no, for I have now come as a captain of the host of Yahweh. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did obeisance, and said to him, what is Adonai? Saying to his servant. And the captain of the host of Yahweh said to Joshua, take your sandal off your foot, for the place where you stand is Kadosh. And Joshua did so. Joshua chapter number 6. And Jericho was shut up tight because of the presence of the sons of Israel, none going out and none coming in. And Yahweh said to Joshua, see, I have given Jericho and its sovereign mighty brave men into your hand. And you shall go around the city, all the men of the battle going around the city once. Do this for 6 days. And let the seven Kohanim bear the 7 rams, horns before the ark, and on the 7th day, go around the city 7 times while the Kohanim blow their horns. And it shall be when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the horn, that all the people shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall go up, every man state before him. And Joshua son of Nun called the Kohanim and said to them, take up the ark of the covenant, and let the 7 Kohanim bear the 7 rams of horns before the ark of Yahweh. And he said to the people, pass over and go around the city, and let him hold his arm, pass over before the ark of Yahweh. And it came to be, when Joshua had spoken to the people, that the 7 Kohanim bearing the 7 ransoms before Yahweh passed over and blew the horns, and the ark of the covenant of Yahweh went after them. And the armed men went before the Kohanim who blew the horns, and the rear guard came after the ark, going on and blowing the horns. But Joshua had commanded the people, saying, do not shout or cause your voice to be heard, nor let any word come out of your mouth until the day I say to you, shout, then you shall shout. And the ark of Yahweh went around the city, going around once, and they came into the camp and stayed in the camp. And Joshua rose early in the morning, and the Kohanim took up the ark of Yahweh, and 7 Kohanim bearing the 7 calves and horns before the ark of Yahweh were walking, going on, and they blew the horns, and the armed men went before them, but the rear guard came after the ark of Yahweh, going and blowing the horns. And the second day went around the city once, and returned to the camp. Thus they did 6 days. And it came to be on the 7th day that they rose early in the morning about the blowing of the day, and went around the city 7 times in this way. Only on what day they went around the city 7 times. And it came to be at the 7th time, when the Kohanim blew the horns, that Joshua said to the people, shout, for Yahweh has given you the city, and the city shall be put under the ban, and all, and that is in it belongs to Yahweh. Only Rahab, the whole, who is to live, she and all who are with her in the house, because she hid the messenger that we sent. And you, by all means, guard yourself from that which is under the ban, lest you come under the ban when you take off that which is under the ban, and make the camp of Israel a curse, and shall be troubled. I shall trouble it. But all the silver and gold and vessels of bronze and iron, as kadosh to Yahweh, they go into the treasury of Yahweh. And the people shouted when the lambs' horns were blown, and it came to be when the people heard the sound of the horn, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. And the people went into the city, every man straight before him, and they captured the city, and they put under the ban all that it was in the city, both man and woman, and young and old, and ox and sheep, and donkey with the edge of the sword. And to the 2 men who had spied out the land of Joshua said, go in the house of the woman, the whore, and from there bring out the woman and all that she has, as you saw to her. And the young men, the spies, went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brothers and all that she had. So they brought out all her relatives and put them outside the camp of Israel, and they burned the city and all that was in it fire. Only the silver and gold and the vessels of bronze and of iron they put into the treasury of the house of Yahweh. However, Joshua kept alive Rahab the whole and her father's household and all that she had. She dwelt in the midst of Israel to this day, because she hid the messengers whom Joshua sent to spy out Jericho. And Joshua warned them at that time, saying, cast is the man before Yahweh who raises up and kills the city of Jericho. He lays its foundation with his firstborn, and with his youngest he goes up its gate. And Yahweh was with Joshua, and the report about him was in all the land.
Joshua chapter number 7. The children of Israel committed a trespass regarding that which is under the ban, for Achan, son of Carmi, son of Zabidi, and son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took of that which is under the ban. This is displeasure of Yahweh and against the children of Israel. Now Joshua sent a man from Jericho at Ai, which is beside Beth Awim, and on the east side of the Beth El, and spoke to them, saying, go up and spy out the land. The men went up and spied the out Ai. They returned to Joshua and said to him, let not all the people go up, let about 3,000 men go up and smite Ai. Don't make all the people toil up there. The people of Ai are few. And about 3,000 men went up there for the people, but they fled before the men of Ai. The men of Ai smote about 36 men, for they pursued them from before the gates of Spa as Shebarim, and smote them from the descendants. The hearts of the people melted and became like water. Joshua tore his garment and fell on the earth on his face before the ark of Yahweh until evening. Both he and the elders of Israel spied, and they put down dust on their heads. Joshua said, "Oh, Yahweh, why have you brought these people over the Jordan and to give us this into the land of into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us? If we only we had been content to stay beyond the Jordan, O Yahweh, what do I say when Israel turns back before its enemies? And the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land here shall surround us, cut off our name from the earth. What then do you for your great name?" They said to Joshua, "Rise up, why are you lying on your face? Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. They have even taken some of that which is under the ban, and have both stolen and deceived, also put it among their own goods. The son of Israel shall not be able to stand before their enemies. They are going to turn back their backs before their enemies. They have become accused. I am not with you anymore, unless you destroy that which is under the ban for your midst. Rise up, kadosh the people, you shall say. Joshua says for tomorrow, because thus said Yahweh Elohim of Israel, that which is under the ban is in your midst. O Israel, and if you are able to stand before your enemies until you put away that which is under the ban out of your midst. You shall you shall be brought near in the morning according to your tribes, and it shall be the tribe which Yahweh takes come according to the clans which Yahweh takes comes up by households, and by the households which Yahweh takes comes by men. It shall be that he who is taken with that which is under the ban, burned with fire, and he on all that he has, because he has transgressed the covenant of Yahweh, and because he has committed wickedness in Israel. So Joshua arose early in the morning, brought Israel by their tribes, and by the tribe of Yehudah was taken, brought the clans of Yehudah, took the clan of Zerite, and he brought the clans of Zerite by men. Zabdi was taken. He brought the household by men. He brought his household by men. Akan, son of Kami, son of Zabdi, son of Zerah, the tribe of Yehudah was taken. Joshua said to Akan, "My son, now give a him to Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and make confession to him. Please declare to me what you have done, not hide it from me." So Akan answered Joshua and said, "Truly, I have sinned against Yahweh Elohim of Israel. This is what I did. When I saw among the spoil of lovely garments from Shinar, and took her 200 shekels of silver and a wedge of gold weighing 50 shekels. I coveted them and took them, and see, they are hidden in the ground in the midst of my tent, the silver and it." Joshua sent messengers, they ran to the tent, see them in the tent with the silver and it. They took them from the midst of the tent, brought them to Joshua, all the children of Israel, led them out before Yahweh. Then Joshua and all the Israel with Akan son of Zerah, all the silver and the garments and the weight of gold, and his sons and his daughters and his oxen and all donkeys and his sheep and his tents and all that he had, they brought them to the valley of Achor. Joshua said, "Why have you troubled us? Yahweh troubles you today." Then all Israel stoned him with stones, and they burned them with fire, all after they had stoned them with stones. And they raised over him a great heap of stones, which remains to this day. Then Yahweh turned from the fierceness of his displeasure. Therefore, the name of that place has been called the Valley of Achor this day. And Joshua built an altar. Built an altar in the book of Joshua, chapter number 8. And Yahweh said to Joshua, "Not be afraid, or be discouraged. Take all the soldiers with you, and arise, go up to Ai. See, I have given into your hand spread of Ai, his people, and his city and his land. So you shall do to Ai, sovereign as you did to sovereign. Only its oil and its livestock you take and plunder for yourselves. Lay for yourselves an ambush for the city. And Joshua and all the soldiers rose up to go up to Ai. Joshua chose 30,000 mighty brave men and sent them away by night. And commanded them, saying, see, you are going to lie in ambush against the city behind the city. Not go very far from the city, and all of you shall be prepared. When I and all the people who are with me approach the city, it shall be when they come out against us as formerly that we shall flee before them. They shall come out after us till we have drawn them from the sea out from the city. As though saying, they are fleeing before us as formerly, we shall flee before them. Then you shall rise from the ambush and seize the city, and Yahweh your Elohim shall give it into your hand. And it shall be when you capture the city, then that you burn the city with fire, do according to the word of Yahweh. See, I have commanded you. Joshua sent them out, and they went out like to lie in ambush, stayed between Bethel and Ai, and on the west side of Ai. And Joshua stayed that night in the midst of Joshua rose up early in the morning, inspected the people, and went up, he and the elder of Israel, before the people to Ai. And all the soldiers who were with him went up and drew near, came before the city, and camped on the north side of Ai, in the valley between them and Ai. Took about 5,000 men and placed them in the ambush between Bethel and Ai, on the west side of the city. So they stationed the people, all the army that was on north the city. It is rear guard on the west of the city. Joshua went that night into the midst of the valley. It came to be, when the sovereign of Ai saw it, that the men of the city hastened and rose up early and went out against Israel to battle, he and all his people, at an appointed place before the desert day. But he did not know that there was an ambush against him behind the city. Joshua said, all the Israel let themselves be beaten before them, and fled by the way of the wilderness. All the people who were in Ai were called together to pursue them. They pursued Joshua and were drawn away from the city. There was not a man left in Ai or Bethel who did not go out after Israel. They left the city open and persuaded Israel. And Yahweh said to Joshua, stretch out the spear that is in your hand toward Ai, for I gave it into your hand. Joshua stretched out the spear that he had in his hand toward the city. And the ambush rose up quickly from their place, and they ran into the stretching out of their hand and entered the city and took it, and they sent to burn the city with fire. Then the men of Ai looked behind, saw the smoke of the city rising into the Shemaim. There was no power in them to flee this way or that way. The people who had fled the wilderness turned back on the pursuers. For when Joshua and all Israel saw that the ambush had captured the city, and the smoke of the city went up, then it turned back and smote the men of Ai. The other also came out of the city against them. So they were in the midst of Israel, some of east and some of that side. They smote them till none were left, none had escaped. The supreme of Ai they caught alive and brought him to Joshua. And it came to be when Israel ended slaying all the inhabitants of Ai in the field, in the wilderness, where they persuaded them, when they all had fallen by the edge of the sword until they were consumed, that all the Israelites returned to Ai and smote it with the edge of the sword. It came to be that all who fell that day, both men and women, were 12,000, all men of Ai. Joshua did not draw back his hand with his, which he had stretched out the spear, until he had put all the inhabitants of Ai under the ban. Only the livestock and the spoil of the that city Israel took as booty for themselves, according to the word of Yahweh, which he commanded Joshua. Joshua burned Ai and made it a heap forever, and to this day. He hung the sovereign of Ai on a tree until evening. And at sunset, Joshua commanded that they take his corpse down from the tree, threw it at the entrance of the gate of the city, and raised over it a heap of stone to this day. And Joshua built an altar to Yahweh Elohim of Israel in Mount Laban, as Moshe, servant of Yahweh, had commanded the children of Israel, as it is written in the book of the Torah of Moshe, an altar of Aaron stone, for which no man has created iron, and they offered on each burnt offering to Yahweh, slaughtered peace offering. There, the presence of the children of Israel wrote on the stones a copy of the Torah of Moshe, which he had written. And all Israel and the sojourner and all Israel, the sojourner as well as the native, with their elders and officers and judges stood on their side of the ark before the Kohanim. Levites who bore the ark of the covenant of Yahweh, half of them were in the front of the garrison, and half of them in the front of Mount Ebal, as Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, commanded before. They should barak the people of Israel. Afterward, he read all the words of the Torah, the miracles and the cursings, according to all that is written in the Torah. There was no a word of all that Moshe had commanded which Joshua did not speak for all the assembly of Israel, the women and the little ones, and the sojourners who accompanied. Joshua chapter number 9. It came to be when all the sovereigns who were beyond the Jordan, the hills and in the low country, and in all the coast of the great sea towards Lebanon, the Hittites and the Amorites, the Canaanites and the Philistines, the Hittites and the Jebusites had, he gathered together to fight with Joshua, Israel with one accord. The inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done, Jericho and Ai, and they acted slyly, went and pretended to be envoys. They took old sacks on their donkeys and old wineskins torn and mended, old and patched sandals on their feet, old garments of themselves, and all the bread old garment of their provision dry, and it was cramped. They went to Yeshua to the camp at Gilgal, said to him and to the men of the Israel, we have come from a far land, and now make a covenant with us. The men of Israel said to the Hivites, it would be that you dwell in our midst, so how would we make a covenant with you? They said to Joshua, we are your servants. Joshua said to them, who are you? Where do you come from? So they said to him, from a land very far off, your servant have come. Because of the name of Yahweh your Elohim, we have heard the report of him, all about he had did in Israel, and all that he had done to the two sovereigns of Amorites who are beyond the Jordan, to Sihon, sovereign of Heshbon, and of Og, sovereign of Bashan, and who was at Ashtaroth. So our elders and all the inhabitants of our land spoke to us, saying, take food with you for the journey, go to meet them. Say to them, we are your servants, now make a covenant with us. Bread of ours we took out for our provision, our houses on the day that we left come to you. But now see, it's dry and it is crumbling. These wineskins which we fried and we filled were new. See, they are torn. These our garments and our sandals have become old because of our very long journey. The men of Israel took some of their food, and they did not ask the word of Yahweh. Joshua made peace with them and made a covenant with them to let them live. The ruler of the congregation swore to them. It came to be at the end of the 3 days after they had made a covenant with them, that they heard that they were their neighbors who were dwelt near. The children of Israel departed and came to their cities the third day. Now their cities of Gibeon and Kephira and Beeroth and Kiriath Yearim, but the children of Israel did not fight them, because the rulers of the congregation had sworn to them by Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and all the congregation grumbled against them. And all the rulers said to all the congregation, sworn to them by Yahweh Elohim of Israel, we are unable to touch them now. Let us do this to them. We shall keep them alive, lest the wrath upon us because of the oath which we swore to them. The rulers said to them, let them live, and let them be wood cutters, throwers of water for the congregation. As the rulers promised them. Then Joshua called for them, and he spoke to them, saying, why have you deceived us, saying, we are very far from you, yet you are dwelling in our midst. And now you are cursed. You shall not cease from being slaves, wood cutters, throwers of water for the house of my Elohim. And they answered Joshua and said, your servants were clearly told that Yahweh your God commanded his servant Moshe to give you all the land, to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. So we were very much afraid for our lives because of you. They have done it. Now, see, we are in your hands. Do with us as it seems good and right to us. He did so to them and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, and they did not kill them. And that day Joshua made them wood cutters and drawers of water, vision, and for the art of Yahweh, even to this day, at the place that he should choose.
Joshua chapter number 10, verse number 1. And it came to be when Adoni Seked, sovereign of Jerusalem, heard that Joshua had captured Ai and put it under the ban, that he had done to Ai its sovereign as he had done to Jericho and its sovereign, and that the inhabitants of Gibeon, he made peace with Israel that were in their midst, and that they feared greatly because Gibeon was a great city, as one of the loyal cities, because it was greater than Ai, and all its men were mighty. And Adoni-Zedek, sovereign of Israel, went to Moab, sovereign of Hebron, and to Bilan, sovereign of Yahud, and Yahweh, sovereign of Lachish, and Leviot, sovereign of Hebron, and said, come back to me, Yahweh, let us mighty God, for it has been peace with Joshua, and made the children of Israel. So the five sovereigns of Amorites, the sovereigns of Jerusalem, the sovereign of Hebron, the sovereigns of Yahud, the sovereigns of Lachish, the sovereign of Elkon, gathered together in the camp day, and all the armies camped before Gibeon and fought against it. And the men of Gibeon sent to Joshua and the camp of Gilgal, saying, do not withdraw your hand from your servant. Come up to us quickly and save us and help us for all the sovereigns of the Amorites who dwell in the mountains have assembled against us. And Joshua went up from Gilgal, and he and all the soldiers with him and all the mighty brave men. And Yahweh said to Joshua, do not fear them, for I have given them into your hand. Not one of them stands before you, so that Joshua came upon them suddenly, having gone up all night from Gilgal. And Yahweh threw them into confusion before Israel, and smote them with a great smiting at Gibeon, and pursued smiting at Gibeon, and pursued them along the way that goes to Beit Horon, and smote them as far as the Kar and Makeda. And it came to be as they fled before Israel, and they were on the desert of El Horon, that Yahweh threw down large hailstones from the Asherim on them as far as Azekah. They died. They were more who died from the hailstones than those who the sons of Israel had slain with the sword. Then Joshua spoke to Yahweh in the day when Yahweh gave the Amorites over to the children of Israel. And he said before the eyes of Israel, sun, stand still over Gibeon. and the moon in the valley of Eleon. So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, till the nation afflicted itself upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Yasha? Thus the sun stopped in the midst of the Shamaim, and did not hasten to go down for an entire day. And there has been on no day like that day before it or after it that Yahweh listened to the voice of a man, because Yahweh fought for Israel. So Joshua returned all Israel with him to the camp at Gilgal. Now these five sovereigns fled and hidden themselves in Makeda, and it was reported to Joshua, saying, five sovereigns have been found hidden in the cave at Makeda. And Joshua said, roll large stones against the mouth of the cave, put men by each to guard them. And you do not stand still, but pursue your enemies, and you shall smite them in rear. Do not allow them enter their cities, for Yahweh your Elohim has given them into your hand. And it came to be, when Joshua and the children of Israel had ended smiting them with a very great smite till they had finished, but those who escaped went into walled cities, that all the people returned to the camp to Joshua at Makeda in peace. No one would stand against any of the sons of Israel. And then Joshua said, open the mouth of the cave, bring out those five sovereigns to me from the cave. And they did so and brought those five sovereigns to me from the cave. The sovereign of Jerusalem, the sovereign of Hebron, the sovereign of Yaboth, the sovereign of Yakish, the sovereign of Ekron. And it came to be, when they brought out these sovereigns to Joshua, Joshua called all the men of Israel and said to the chiefs of the men of the battle who went with him, come near, put your feet on the necks of these sovereigns. And they drew near and put their feet on their necks. Then Joshua said to them, do not be afraid, do not discourage, be strong and courageous, for this is what Yahweh is doing to all your enemies whom you are fighting. And afterward Joshua smote them and killed them and hung them on 5 trees. They were hanging on the trees until evening. And it came to be at the time of the going down of the sun that Joshua commanded, and they took them down from the trees and threw them into the cave where they had been hidden, laid large stones against the cave's mouth to this day. And on that day Joshua captured Makeda, and they smote it with the edge of the sword, and put its sovereign under the ban, them all and the people who were in it, and he left no survivor. And he did to the sovereign of Makeda as he had gone to the sovereign of Jericho. Then Joshua passed over and all Israel with him from Makeda to Libnah, and they fought against Libnah. And Yahweh also gave it its sovereign into the hand of Israel. And he smote it, and all the people who were with it with the edge of the sword. He left no survivor in it, and he did to its sovereign as he had done to the sovereign of Jericho. Then Joshua passed over, and all Israel with him from Libnah to Lachish, and encouraged against it and fought against it. And Yahweh gave Lachish into the hand of Israel, who captured it on the second day and smote it, and all the people who were with the edge of the sword, according to all that he had done to him. Then Oram, sovereign of Israel, came up to help Lachish, and Joshua smote him and his people until he left with no survivor. Then Joshua passed over all the Israel with him from Lachish to Hebron, and they encamped against it and fought against it, and captured it on that day and smote it with the edge of the sword, and all the things who were in it he put under the ban that day, according to all that he had done to Lachish. Then Joshua went up and all Israel from Ekron to Hebron, and they fought against it and captured it and smote it with the edge of the sword, and its sovereigns and all the cities and all the people who were with it in it. He left no survivor according to all that he had done to Ekron, but put it and all the people who were in it under the ban. Then Joshua returned and all Israel with him to the bill and fought against it, and captured it and its sovereign and all its cities, and they smote them with the edge of the sword, and put all the people who were in it under the ban, left no survivor. As he had done to Hebron, so he did to Debir and its sovereigns, as he had done also to Libnah and its sovereigns. Thus Joshua smote of the land and the mountain country of the Negev, the whole country, and the wilderness slopes, and all their sovereigns, left no survivor, but put all the breath under the ban, as Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded. And Joshua smote them from Kadesh Barnea as far as Azar, all the land of Goshen, even as far as Gibeon. And Joshua captured all these sovereigns and their land. And at one time, because Yahweh Elohim of Israel fought for Israel, Joshua returned and all Israel with him to the camp of Gilgal. Joshua chapter number 11, verse number 1, according to Hallelujah scriptures, as it reads. And it came to be when he had been sovereign of Asa, had he sent to Jobab sovereign of Madon, and to the sovereign of Shimron, and to the sovereign of Akshab, and to the sovereigns who were from the north in the mountains, and in the desert spring of south, and in the road, and in the low country, and in the heights of all of the west, the Canaanites in the east, and in the west, and the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Jebusite, in the mountains, and the Hivite below Ammon, in the land of Mizpah. And they went out, they all and their enemies with them, as many peoples, as numerous as the sand of the seashore, with very many horses of chariot. And all these sovereigns met together, and they came and come together at the waters of Meron and fight against Israel. And Yahweh said to Joshua, do not be afraid of the presence, for tomorrow about this time I am giving all of them over to Israel, slaying hamstring their horses and burn their chariots with fire. And Joshua and all the soldiers with him came against them suddenly by the waters of Meron, and they fell on them, and Yahweh gave them into the hands of Israel. They smote them and pursued them Great Sidon, and to the fourth, Nermaim, the valley of Bethel eastward, and they smote them until no survivor was left to them. And Joshua did so to them as Yahweh had said to him. He hamstrung their horses and burned their chariots with fire. And Joshua turned back at that time and captured his sword and smote his sovereign with a sword, and for her sword was Umari, the head of all those reins. And they smote all the people who were in it with the edge of the sword, putting them under the ban. He did not leave anyone breathing. Then he burned her soul with fire. And Joshua captured all the cities of those sovereigns and all their sovereigns, and smote them with the edge of the sword. He put them under the ban, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded. However, Israel did not burn any cities that stood on their mouths, but Joshua burned only Hazor. And all the spoil of the cities and the livestock of the children of Israel took as booty for themselves, but they smote every man with the edge of the sword until they had destroyed them, and they did not leave anyone breathing, as Yahweh commanded Moshe, his servant. So Moshe commanded Joshua, and Joshua did. He did not turn aside a word of all that Yahweh commanded Moshe. That Joshua took all this land, the mountain country, and all the Negev, and all the land of Goshen, and the low country, and the desert plain, and the mountains of Israel, and its lowlands from Mount Harak that goes up to Seir, and as far as Baal Gad, and the valley of Lebanon, below Mount Ammon, and he captured all their sovereigns and smote them and killed them. Joshua fought with all those sovereigns for a long time. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Israel, except the Hivites and the inhabitants of Gibeon, and all others they took in battle. For it was Yahweh to harden their hearts, that they should come against Israel in battle, in order to put them under the ban, so that they might have no favor, but that he might annihilate them, as Yahweh had commanded Moshe. And at that time Joshua came and cut off the Anakim from the mountains, from Hebron, from the Bill and Anab, and from all the mountains of Yehuda, and from all the mountains of Israel. Joshua put them with under the ban, there were none of the Anakim left in the land of his children of Israel, only in Asa and in Gad and in Ashdod some remained there. Thus Joshua took the entire land according to all that Yahweh had said to Moshe. Joshua gave it as an inheritance to Israel according to the divisions by their tribes in the land rested from fighting. Joshua chapter number 12, verse number 1, or Joshua chapter number verse 1. And those are the sovereigns of the land of the children of Israel, whose land they possessed beyond the Jordan, towards the rising of the sun rising from the Wadi Arnon and Ammon and all that the desert eastward. Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites who dwelt in the Heshbon, ruling from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi Arnon, of the middle of that Wadi of the half of Gilead, even as far as the Wadi Yabok, the border of the children of Ammon, at the desert plain of the sea in the northeastward, as far as the sea of the Araba, the salt sea, the way of the Beth-Sheshbot, and southward below the slopes of Pisgah. And the border of Oji, the sovereign of Bashan, who was the sovereign of Bashan, who was the remnant of the Raphaites, who dwelt at Astroth and Ray, and ruled Mount Ammon and in Salka, and in all the Bashan as far as the border of the Geshurites and the Macharites, and the half of the Gilead as far as the border of Shimon, sovereign of Heshbon. Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, the children of Israel, had smitten, and Moshe, the servant of Yahweh, had given it as a possession to the Reubenites and the Gadites, and to half of the tribe of Manasseh. And these are the sovereigns of the land which Joshua, the children of Israel, smote beyond the Jordan, and the west from Baal-Gad, the valley of Lebanon, as far as Mount Harab, that goes up to Seir, which Joshua gave to the tribes of Israel as a possession according to their divisions in the mountain country, and in the low country, and in the desert plain, and in the slopes, and in the wilderness, and in the Negev, the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, the sovereign of Jericho, one of the sovereign of Ai, which is beside Bethel, one, the sovereign of Jerusalem, one of the sovereign of Jordan, the sovereign of Yamurat, one, and the sovereign of Rakish, one, the sovereign of the sovereign of Gezer, one, the sovereign of Nedir, one, the sovereign of Gedel, one, the sovereign of one, the sovereign of Arad, one, the sovereign of Ribna, one, the sovereign of Batal, one, the sovereign of Makeda, one, the sovereign of Bethel, one, the sovereign of Tapua, one, the sovereign of Alpha, one, the sovereign of Affect, one, the sovereign of Shalom, one, the sovereign of Madon, one, the sovereign of Basol, one, the sovereign of Shalom, one, the sovereign of Saf, one, the sovereign of Tanakh, one, the sovereign of Megiddo, one, the sovereign of Kodesh, one, the sovereign of in Carmel, one, the sovereign of Dor, the heights of Dor, one, the sovereign of the nations of Gilgal, one, the sovereign of Isaac, 130, one sovereigns in all.
Joshua chapter number 13, this is number 1. Joshua was old, advanced in years. I said to him, "You are old, advanced in years, still much of the land remains possessed. This is the land that remains, all the district of the Perizzites, and all the Gerushites, from Sihor, from which is in front of Mitzrayim, up to the border of Ekron, northward, are considered to the as Canaanites, the first princes of the Perizzites, and Azarites, and the Ashdodites, and the Eshkolonites, and Githites, and the Ekronites, and the Awites, the south of the land of the Canaanites, and the Sidonian, and the Aphek, and to the border of the Amorites, the land of the Gebalites, and all Lebanon toward the sunrise, from Baal-Gad below the Mount Hermon, as far as the entrance to Hamath, all the inhabitants of Lebanon, as far as the broad Meim, and all the Sidonian. I myself drive them out from before the children of Israel, only divide it by lot to Israel as an inheritance, as I have commanded him. Now divide this land as an inheritance to the 9 tribes, and have the tribe of the Manasseh, the other half tribe of the Reubenites and the Gadites receive with inheritance, which Moshe had given them beyond the Jordan eastward, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh given them. And from Arroy, which is on the bank of the Wadi, Anon, and the city that is in the middle of the valley, all the plain of Medeba, as far as Dibon, all the cities of the house of plain of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon, as far as the border of the children of Ammon, Gilead, and the border of Jeshurites, and of the Maccathites, and all of the Mount Hermon, all Bashan, as far as Salcah, and all the reign of Og in Bashan, and who reigned in Ashtaroth and Edrei, who remained of the remnant of the Rephites, for Moshe had smitten, disposed them. However, the children of Israel did not drive them out of the Maccathites, so the Gershonites and the Maccathites dwell in the midst of the Israelites this day. Only to the tribe of Levi give no inheritance. The offering made by fire to Yahweh in the name of Israel, and the inheritance as he said to them. Moshe gave to the tribe of the children of Reuben their clans, and their border was from Aroer, which is on the bank of the Wadi Anon. The city was in the middle of the Wadi, all the plain by Beer, and Heshbon and all its cities that are plain, on Ramoth Baal, Beth Baal Meon, Yatza, and Kedemoth, Fat, and Kiriataim, and Sigma, Sereth, Sahar, on the mountain of the valley, Peor, and the slopes of Pisgah, Yeshimoth, and all the cities of the tableland, all the reign of Sihon, sovereign of the Amorites, who are reigned in Heshbon, who Moshe, smitten, prince of Gilead, Ewi, and Rechem, and Sur, and Hur, and Reba, prince of Sihon, were in the land. The sons of Israel killed the sword, killed with the sword Balaam, son of Beor, and the Ravina among those who were killed by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was the bank of Jordan. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben from the clans, the cities of the village. Moshe gave to the tribes of Gad, to the children of the Gad from the clans, the border of Yazar, and all the cities of Gilead, and half of the land of the children of Ammon as far as the Arwell, which is before Rabbah, from Heshbon and Ramath, Mitzpeh and Bethimonim, and from Mahanaim, and to the border of Debir, the valley of Beit Haram, and Beit Nimrod, and Sukkot, and Saphon, and the rest of the reign of Sihon, sovereigns of Heshbon, at the Jordan being in its border, as far as the edge of the sea of Canaan, beyond the Jordan eastward. This is the inheritance of the children of God, their clans, their cities, and their villages. And Moshe gave to half of the tribe of Manasseh, it was the half the tribe of the children of Manasseh, their clans. The order was from Naim, all Bashan, all the reign of Og, sovereign of Bashan, and all the small town of Yair, which is in Bashan, 60 cities, all the half of Gilead and Ashtaroth, and the three cities of the reign of Og and Bashan, but from the children of Machir, son of Manasseh, who to the half of the children of Machir for their clans. This Moshe gave as an inheritance in the place of Moab, beyond the Jordan, Jericho eastward. To the tribe of Levi, Moshe gave inheritance. Yahweh Elohim of Israel was their inheritance, as he had said to them. Joshua chapter number 14. Now this, the children of Israel inherited the land of Canaan, which Eleazar, Kohen, and Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the father of the tribes of the children of Israel caused them to inherit. Their inheritance was by lot, as Yahweh had commanded by the hand of Moshe, the 9 tribes of the two tribes and a half beyond the Jordan. But to the Levites he gave no inheritance in the midst. The children of Joseph had become two tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. They gave no part to the Levites the land, except the cities to dwell in, with their open land for their livestock and their possession. Yahweh had commanded Moshe, so the children of Israel they divided the land. The children of Yehudah came to Joshua and Gilgal, and Caleb son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite said to him, know the word which Yahweh said to Moshe, the man of Elohim, concerning me in that Eshbarnea was 40 years old, and Moshe the servant of Yahweh said, but Eshbarnea spy out the land. I brought back word to him as it was in my heart. Brothers who went up in the made the heart of the people melt. I followed my Yahweh, my Elohim. So Moshe swore on that day, saying, the land which you foot and trodden in your head is your inheritance, the children forever, because you have followed Yahweh, my Elohim. And now see, Yahweh has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years since Yahweh had spoken his word to Moshe while Israel walked in the wilderness. Now see, I am 85 years old today, yet I am still as strong today as I on that day that Moshe said. As my strength was then, so my strength is now, battle and for going out of coming. Now give me this mountain of which Yahweh spoken in that day. You heard in that day how the Anakim were there, that the cities were great and walled. If Yahweh is with me, then I shall dispossess them. Yahweh said, as Yahweh said, Joshua then baraked him and gave Hebron to Caleb son of Jephunneh as an inheritance. So Hebron became the inheritance of Caleb son of Jephunneh the Kazanite to this day, because he followed Yahweh Elohim of Israel completely. Now the name of Hebron was completely Kirath Abba, the greatest man among the Anakim, the land that rest from fighting. Joshua chapter number 15. And the lot of the tribe of the children of Yehudah from their clans to the border of Edom, the wilderness of Sin southward in the extreme south, and the southern border began at the edge of the salt sea from the bay of the faces of southward, and it came out to the southern side of the ascent of Akrabim, passed over to Zin, and went up on the south side of Kadesh Barnea, passed over to Hezron, they went up to Adar and went around to Kadam, passed over to Asmon, and went out to Wadi of Mitzrayim. The border ended at the sea. This is your southern border. The east border was the Salt Sea as far as the end of Yarden. The border of the northern quarter began at the sea at the end of Yarden. The border went up at Bethel Hogab and passed over north of the Araba, and the border went up to the stone of Kohan, son of Reuben. The border went up towards the bay from the valley of Akor. It turned northward toward Gilgal, which is before the ascent of Admin, and in the which is the south of the Wadi. The border passed over to the water of Elin Shaman and ended to En Rogel. The border went up to the valley of Ben, known to the southern slope of the Jebusite city that is in Yerushalayim. Border went up to the top of the mountain that lies before the valley of Hinnon westward, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim northward. The border went around from the top of the hill, the fountain of the water tower, and went up to the cities of Ephron, and the border went around Baha, that is Kiriath Jearim, as the Jebusites, and as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Yehudah, they were unable to drive them out. So the Jebusites had dwelt with the children of Yehudah at Jerusalem to this day.
verse number 1. And the Lord for the children of Joseph went out from the waters of Jericho on the east of the wilderness, going up from Jericho through the mountains to Bethel, and went out from Bethel to Luz, to pass over to the border of Archites to at Atroth, went down westward to the boundary of the Amalekites, as far as the boundary of Moab, along to Gaza, and it ended at the sea. That's the children of Joseph and Manasseh, and the border, in the border of the children of Israel, uh, according to their clans, was the border of the inheritance on the east side of Ashtaroth, as far as up the Aron, and the border went out toward the sea of Method. On the north, the border went around eastward to Anath, Silo, and passed over it to the east of Yanoth, and went down from Yanoah, and Asdora, and reached to Jericho, and it came out to Yalden. From Tapua, the border went eastward to the Wadi Canaan, and it ended at the sea. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim for the Yagrans. And they separate the cities of the children of Ephraim were in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities in their villages, and they did not drive out the Canaanites who dwelt in Gezer. So the Canaanites dwelt among the Ephraimites this day and have become compulsory labor. Joshua chapter number 17, verse number 1. And for the rest, in the lot of the tribe of Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph, was for Machir, the firstborn of Manasseh, father Gilead, because he was a man of battle. Therefore he had Gilgal, Gilead, and Bashan. And the rest of the children of Manasseh, for their clans, there was the children of Abiezer, for the children of Pelech, for the children of Asiel, for the children of Shechem, for the children of Esther, for the children of Shemida. These are the children of the Manasseh, sons of Joseph, according to their clans. But Zelophehad, son of Pepha, son of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, no sons, but only the daughters, and these were the names of his daughters, Makla and Noah, Hogla and Milcah himself. And they came near before Eleazar the Kohen, before Joshua the son of Nun, and before the rulers, saying, Yahweh commanded Moshe to give us an inheritance among our brothers. So he gave them an inheritance among their father's brothers according to the command of Yahweh. And 10 portions fell to Manasseh beside the land of Gilead and Bashan, which were beyond the Jordan, because the daughters of Manasseh received an inheritance among his sons, and the rest of Manasseh's sons had the land of Gilead. And the border of Manasseh was from Asher to the which faces Shechem, and the border went up to the light to the inhabitants of the Tapua. And the land of Tapua belonged to Manasseh, but Tapua on the border of Manasseh belonged to the children of Ephraim. And the border went down to Wadi Canaan, southward to the Wadi. These cities of the Ephraim were in the midst of the cities of Manasseh, but the border of Manasseh was north of the Wadi, and it ended at the sea. Southward it was Ephraim's, and northward it was Manasseh's. And the sea was its border, and they reached to Asher, the northern, to Issachar on the east. And in Issachar and Asher and Manasseh had Beit Sheans and its towns, and Yebel and its towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and its towns, and the inhabitants of the Dor and its towns, and the inhabitants of Tanak and its towns, and the inhabitants of the Edo and its towns, 3 of the heights. But the children of Manasseh were unable to drive out the inhabitants of those cities of the Canaanites desired to dwell in that land. And it came to be when the children of Israel were strong, and they put the Canaanites compulsory labor, but did not utterly drive them out. And the children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, Why have you given us but one lot and one portion to inherit, saying, We are a great people whom Yahweh has barak until now? And Joshua said to them, If you are a great people, go up to the forest and clear a place for yourself there in the land of the Perizzites, since the hill country of the Ephraim is too narrow for you. Then the children of Joseph said, the hill country is not enough for us. And all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron and wood. Those who are Beth-Shean towns and those who are of the valley of Israel. Joshua spoke to the house of Joseph to Ephraim and Manasseh, saying, "You are a great people and have great power. You are not have one Lord. For the hill country shall be yours, for though it is a forest, you shall cut it down. Its farthest limit shall be yours, and you are to drive out the Canaanites through though they have iron chariots and are strong." Joshua chapter number 18, verse number 1, and it says, "And all the congregation of the children of Israel assembled at Shiloh. They read the tent of the appointment where there. The land was subdued before them, and 7 tribes were left among the children of Israel who did not yet share the inheritance. So Joshua said to the children of Israel, "Till when are you going to fail to go in and possess the land which Yahweh Elohim of your fathers has given you? Appoint 3 men from each tribe, and let me send them out to go through the land, spread it according to the inheritance, and come back to me. And they shall divide it into 7 portions. Yehuda stays within the border of the south, and the house of Joseph stays within the border of the north. And they shall describe the land in 7 portions and shall bring it to me. Then I shall cast lots for you here before Yahweh, our Elohim. But the Levites have no portion among you, for the Keuna of Yahweh is the inheritance, and Gad and Reuben and half of the tribe of Manasseh received the inheritance beyond the Alden of the king, which Moshe the servant of Yahweh gave them." So the men rose up and went, and Joshua commanded those who went to describe the land, saying, "Go walk through the land and describe it, and come back to me, and let me cast lots for you here before Yahweh in Shiloh." So the men went and passed through the land and described it in a book in 7 portions by cities, and they came to Joshua and the camp of Shiloh. Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before Yahweh, and there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their portions, and the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up for the clans for their clans, and the border of their lot came out between the children of Yehuda and the children of Joseph. Their border was on the north side from Yarden, and the border went up the side of Jericho on the north. They went through the mountains westward and ended at the wilderness of the Awen. The border went over from there toward Ruth on the side of Ruth, and that is the Bethel southward, and the border went down Ataroth Adar by the hill that lies on the south side of the lower Beth Anon. And the border was drawn and went around at the west side to the south, from the hill that faces Beth Horon southward, and it ended at Kiryat Baal, that is Kiryat Yearim, a city of the children of Yehuda. This was the west side, and the south side was from the end of Kiryat Yearim. And the border went westward and went to the mountain on the waters of the Toa, and the border came down to the end of the mountain that faces the valley of Menon, which is the valley of the Rephaim on the north, and went down to the valley of Menon at the side of Yebushai city on the south, and went down to El Ogel, and it was drawn from the north, went to the Ein Shemet, and went out toward Gedioth, which is opposite the ascent of the Adumim, and went down to the stone of Bohan, a son of Reuben, passed over the side of Uzit Araba, and went down to Araba, and the border passed over to the side of Beth Hogra, and northward, and the border ended at the north bay of the Salt Sea, at the south end of the Yarden. This was the southern boundary, and the Yarden border sit on the east side. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to its boundaries all around their clans. And the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, their clans, were Jericho and Beth Ogra and Emek Ketzib, and Beth Araba and Zemaraim, Bethel and Awim, and Parah and Opra and Kephar and Hopim and Opri and Geba, and 12 cities with their villages, Gibbon and Ramah, and Beeroth and Mitzvah and Bethel and Hotha, and Rekem, and Euphrates, and Tenaram, and Zerah, Ereb, and the Euphrates, that is Yerushalayim, Gibal, and Irial, 14 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of their people, or their clans.
Joshua chapter number 19. And the second lot came out for the Shimon, the tribe of the children of Shimon, their clans, and the inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Yehudah. He had in their inheritance Beersheba, Sheba, and Morada, and Hazor, Shual, and Barak, and Etzem, and Eltodara, and Bezul, and Oma, Silag, and Makaboth, and Hatzra, Susa, and Beth Lebaoth, and Sharuhen, the 13 cities, and the cities and their villages, Ain, Remon, Esther, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages. All the villages that were all around the cities from as far as Bia, Ramat, Negev. This was the inheritance of the tribe of children of Shimon, their clans. The inheritance of the children of Shimon was out of the portion, the children of Yehudah. The portion of the children of Yehudah was too much for them. So the children of Shimon had their inheritance within their inheritance. And the third lot came in for the children of the land and for their clans. The border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid. The border went towards the sea, and Makran and reached to Dan. Abashel reached to Wadi that faced Yakoneim. Turned back from the Sarid eastward towards the sunrise to the border of Kisloth, and border went out towards the path, went up and from there passed over eastward, east of Gad, Hefa, toward Ethasim, went out to Rimmon with the border which borders near, and the border went around it on the north side of Hanathon. It ended in the village of Yevdanael, and Qatar, and Nahalan, Shimron, Yelada, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of the Lord for their clans, the cities of their villages. For the Lord came to Issachar, the children of Issachar for their clans, the border of the Tugan Yezer, and Kesulot, and Shunem, Ephraim, Shion, and Anaharat, and Arafim, and Kishon, Beth, and Remeth, and Ganim, Hadad, with Set, and the border reached to Tabor, and Shahar, Beth Shehem. Their border ended at Adem, 16 cities, their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, their clan, the cities of their villages. The Lord came to the tribe of the children of Asher, their clans, their borders of Heather and Hali and Eden and Scam, Ramat and Amad and Isaac, reached to the mountain of Carmel westward and the rock of Sheol in turned toward the sunrise, made the corn and reached to the ground and to the end of the valley of Yifta, then the northward beyond the Amek and Niel, and went out to the Tebuk, which was on the left, and Hebron and Rehor and Hammon and Canaan as far as Great Sidon. The border turned to Ramah and to the strong city So, and the border turned to Hotha and ended at the sea from the coast to Akzib, and Omar and Alek and Op were included 24 cities which their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of children of Asher, their clans. These cities were their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali. For the children of Naphtali, their clans. The border was from Hedek and from the terebinth tree, the Sananim, Admi, the Kep, and the Dale as far as the womb, and it ended at the Adam. The border turned westward of north, the border, and went out from there, ward of Hope, and reached to the dawn on the south side in Asher, west side, and Yehuda added to the southern. Cities of defense were with Sedim, Mosul, Hamad, Gad, Genero, and Adama, and Rama, and Hatzor, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and Hatzor, and Iron, and in Horeb, in Anad, with Shechem, 19 cities, villages, so the tribe of plants, their cities, their villages, 17 Lot out, the seventh Lot came out to the tribe of the children of Dan, their clans, and the border of their inheritance, Baor, and Saon, and Shemeth, and Sha'abin, and Ayalon, and Iblat, and Etekeh, and Gibbethon, and Barak, and Yahud, and Barak, and Rimon, and Yadon, and Rakon, and with their borders for Yaakov. And the border of the children of Dan went out for them. The children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, captured it, and they smote it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, dwelt in it, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan with their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan for their clans, these cities with their villages. And when they had entered, dividing the land as an inheritance according to their order, the children of Israel gave Joshua son of Nun in their midst, according to the word of Yahweh. They gave him the city asked for Timnath, Serah in the mountain of Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt. This was the inheritance of which Eleazar the Kohen, Joshua son of Nun, head of the father of the tribes of the children of Israel, divided as inheritance by lot Shiloh for Yahweh, of the tent of appointment, and they ended dividing the country. Joshua chapter number 20. Yahweh spoke to Joshua, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, saying, point for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moshe, the slayer who kills at any being accidentally and intentionally flee there. They shall be refuge from the avenger of blood. He shall flee to one of those cities, stand at the entrance of the gate of the city, declare his case in the hearing